strange, but it's funny and makes no sense at all. What better way to explain it but to tell you to fuck it all? What else could this be but shitty dolls?
What is life? What is the world?
Why is the world round?
Because it was made like that. What the hell?
By whom?
Oh God, I believe. I don't know. So, this is a pilot
It's
episode.
not real.
This is a pilot episode, right?
Yes.
So we need to explain to people what we are going to do
And talk.
and talk.
We're going to do a lot of shit.
Eat talking.
No, seriously. From time to time, one of us might need to get up and go take a shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It has
So-
happened before, so yeah. So, what does this podcast consist of? Well,
Consists of two people
it's pretty much
Talking.
sitting down,
talking
talking about shit
things
that are shit.
in general.
Yes,
Yes.
because the world is full of shit.
And so are we.
So, we need to talk about it.
We need to talk about that.
On the course of this podcast, we will not use the words cock, shit, fuck, goddamn,
Fanny.
Jesus Christ, faggot, gay, homo,
Whore.
whore,
Susan.
Susan. That's an inside joke for those that don't understand that.
Karen.
Karen, wonderful, and all that. So yeah, we will not use those words because this is going to be a serious podcast.
We are also not going to talk about religion, genders.
Because there are many, and we don't have the patience to do that.
Yes, so we will not talk about any kind of subject that may offend someone during the music, at least.
Yeah, because after the music, people will get offended.
That they will.
Yes.
We can promise that as much.
But today is the pilot, so we're gonna. Maybe it's gonna be a light episode.
Yes.
So
We're talking
light.
about
There are
pilots.
warm light, cold light. There are some lamps. There are light.
We are simply going to talk about pilots.
Have you seen the light?
I have seen the light many times. Sometimes when I have my sunglasses, it's a bit more difficult. But
I saw it last night. It was a motorcycle.
uh,
It's going my way. The guy said, "Get out of the way!" And I didn't understand him because I was wearing headphones at the time.
uh,
But now you're thinking, but how did you know that you shout "Get out of the way" with you wearing headphones? Mystery.
are you sure he was shouting "Get out of the way," or were you listening to "Get out of the way, bitch! Get out of the way"?
Maybe it was that. Maybe it was that.
You never know.
So you want to talk about pilots?
We wanted. Well, it is the pilot episode. At least something has to make sense.
Wasn't there?
So why not talk about, I don't know, 9/11? It involved pilots.
It involves, but because we're not,
It's a lighter episode, right?
because we're not only talking about men pilots. There was a woman, Amelia Earhart. Don't know her name. Google that, please. He's going to type in Google. He's going to type it to see if we're going to fact check.
Amelia Earhart.
Earhart.
Earhart. That's all right.
Here.
Ear? Heart.
What the fuck?
Heart as in Kevin Hart and ear as in, well, ears.
Ears. It's funny because I thought her name was Amelia Earhart, which should be more appropriate because she was a pilot.
Well, she's Amelia Mary Earhart.
Oh, Mary.
Mary, yes.
yes.
Born on July 24th,
What did she do?
1897.
What did she do?
She died.
Oh shit! Before she died.
Oh. Well, she was an American aviation pioneer and an author, believe it or not.
was that?
Of course, okay, fine. She was the first female aviator.
Mm.
But what is a female these days?
Lot of genders, lot of genders.
Yes.
The-
Just like 9/11, there used to be two of them towers. I mean, now it's
Oh.
a sensitive subject.
Now, yes. It's, every Christmas. Every Christmas and New Year's Eve, you always see the roundups with, oh, what happened in the world? They always show the towers falling. I don't know why. I mean, are people sick or something? Because
They are.
I'm trying to seeing that towers fall. It's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I mean, poor construction, really.
Not pro construction, man. Two planes. Two planes crashed into the tower.
Exactly.
That's not
And what
poor
happened?
construction.
They fell. It's poor construction right
Because
from the start.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No. I say it's
Oh.
poor construction.
What?
I would blame the manufacturer.
Of course, the guy that built the tower. That's oh, you built the towers too high. The planes went crashing in them. Me, sir, you asked for those towers to be that big.
Yeah, man. It wasn't me. It was me.
Of course, it wasn't you. No one said it was you. No, but for example,
Oh,
we're talking about pilots, but you are talking about genders too. People these days are kind of stupid in that aspect because I saw the other
There's
day
something-
guy that
I can always bet my life on it that the same people that says there are over 70 types of genders, okay? It's male, female, and 68 types of queer. I'm pretty sure those are the same people who are thinking and believing that the earth is flat and who do not want to vaccinate their kids.
and I do even better. I believe that if you ask those people that believe in all those genders that exist, if you ask them, so name me 5, they could only name you 6, or in this case 2. Because let's be realistic. The guy will say, oh, there are more than 77 genders in the world. And you ask the guy, so name me 5. And he will say, male, female, that one, with
and
the thing and the
oh,
other.
and don't forget the alien thing.
Yeah, the alien thing, that's stupid because one day when the aliens descend upon us, they will tell us, oh, I'm an alien. And some bloke with green hair and piercings on the face will say, I'm an alien too. And the alien will be, bitch, shut the hell up. I'm gonna bitch slap you. You're not an alien. I'm an alien. Green. All over. Not just the hair.
So it matches the carpet, huh?
Mm.
No, but you see,
No, never.
it's
I never really met any.
no, but why and how did this subject actually appear? Because I know there was a male and a woman who were actually married and they had a kid, and they changed genders. They both did.
but
So she became a man and he became a woman, and suddenly he wasn't a woman and she wasn't a man. It was a whole new gender. No, it's not.
Wait. Wait. Are you telling me that I didn't know about this? Wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay.
A man
So
and a woman.
this all those talks about many genders happening is because of that?
It could be. I'm asking.
Google that shit.
I have
right
I
now.
have no idea. How did I think it was a video on YouTube that went viral for some reason. It's always stupid videos.
Because it's kind of stupid. It's like that guy that represents Portugal in the Eurovision this year.
Oh god.
The-
Yes, the gypsy thing.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I mean, yes. For those who don't know what we are talking about, there's a guy in Portugal that won the Eurovision, or in this case, is going to represent Portugal in Eurovision. That has a music about how he breaks his phone. In Portuguese, it's even weirder, and really, even he admits that he doesn't know how he won. We, as Portuguese people, know exactly how he won, because Portuguese people are kind of dumb in that aspect. Yeah, trust us. Just Google Portuguese people in the internet and you will get a ton of things.
Okay, I just want to point out, you asked me to Google how did it talk about more than 2 genders appeared, right?
Yes.
And I want to make note that the things that happen on Google
Oh God.
are extremely stupid. Because it appears chapter 1 an introduction to gender. Do we need more than 2 genders?
What?
Gender system.
What?
The gender fluid
Oh
generation.
my god.
Love and intimate relations. Journeys of the heart. Different type of genders.
Wait, what? Genders of the heart?
Yes.
What the hell? Is that a song or something?
Binary
Genders
gender.
of the heart.
Yes, binary gender.
What the
And
hell?
what is gender non-binary?
Oh my god. Someday we'll have a class in school that teaches this shit. I believe you. Believe me. One day you will have a teacher saying, "So, welcome to Gender Binary 101." And the kid will say, "What the hell? I thought this was social economics." My god.
After 2 semesters. After 2.
After 2 semesters, I didn't understand a fucking thing. I don't know, man. The world is kind of mad.
A third gender. There's a Wikipedia page about a third gender.
You know, for the people who are listening to this podcast, this is exactly the subject that we like to talk about. That's why we are doing this podcast, Shitty Talks, because this really is a shitty subject to talk about and to learn. It's like the thing that the earth is not round, it's flat. Look, dumbass.
You can have your own opinions, you cannot have your own facts.
Okay? There's the fact that the earth is round. The moon is round. All the other planets are round. No, but no, the earth has to be flat. And there's not a giant sea turtle with the earth on its back traveling to space.
I just want to point out that the Wikipedia page just simply says that third gender or third sex is a concept with which each individuals are categorized either by themselves
So what?
or society as neither man or woman.
So I can pretty much say that my gender is dragon because I like dragons.
Which means that you are dragonborn. Khaleesi.
That's so stupid.
Khaleesi.
What?
Oh,
God.
Jesus. Biology determines whether a human's chromosomal and anatomical sex is male, female, or one of the uncommon variations.
So wait a minute. So wait a
Okay,
minute.
but this can actually make a little sense.
No.
Because you can be born with both sexes. However,
You can, yes, that's a condition.
you choose. And if you don't choose, there's always a part of you that's more male or female.
Yes.
But okay, let's call it transgender. So I'm able to agree there may be 3-ish. Because this is a sign where
There are only 2 genders, man.
there are only 2 genders.
There are only 2 genders, female and male.
But do you know?
Some males like to transform themselves into women. Some women like to transform themselves into men. They are still a woman that became a man. Society will see it as a woman that transformed herself into a man. But on the
We are not about Caitlyn Jenner, just so we're clear.
No, let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner for a second because
No,
that is stupid.
You can't. It's Bruce now. You
Oh,
can't
fuck off.
name her.
Fuck off.
And
No,
that
no,
was
no.
years ago.
If her
Years
name
ago.
is Caitlyn Jenner right now, let's talk about that shit because let's be honest.
Hey,
That is
pussy
stupid
boy.
as fuck. How the
Pussy.
hell does a man who became a woman suddenly is the hero the hero of the gay society? Look, the gays don't like her because she didn't do
Hey,
God.
He can be as much of a
She
hero.
is a she,
I'm
don't
sorry.
offend the girl.
Yes. It can be a hero as much as it wants. However, as long as it doesn't drive, I suppose everyone's safe.
Because he drives very bad.
Yes.
Look, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's oh my god.
There's even things about. There was a man. He's a rapper.
What?
Yes, he's a rapper. Okay, he's not even.
He's a rapper or a raper?
I
Because there's a lot
I
of that.
do not-
R. Kelly.
I do not want to talk about his personal hobbies.
R.
okay?
Kelly. R. Kelly is a raper. Look, he has songs like Trapped in the Closet and Age is Nothing But a Thing. Look, those are clues, man. Those are
Fucking
clues.
blues. Yes. No, but seriously, there's a rapper. Okay, he's simply A rapper.
Who's a rapper? Who is?
Okay, I'm gonna Google it.
Oh.
But before I do, here's the story behind him, okay? He wanted to prove to society that this gender thing is stupid just because they think they're female.
Yes.
So what did he do? He said, I identify as a woman from now on. And people accepted it, and he went on a heavy lift show, and he
Oh,
won, okay?
Okay.
And as soon as he won, he said, okay, I identify as a male again. So he's currently a man who identifies himself as a man, but holds the record of woman deadlift.
What the hell? That's stupid.
I know.
It's the same thing as, sir, you cannot be in the women's locker room. Sorry, I identify myself as a woman.
Oh, if that's the case,
So-
then please, by all means.
Oh yes, and
Exactly.
I'll be there.
Female headlifting. Oxford educated rapper smashes female headlifting records while identifies as a woman in row over transgender athletes. Yes.
That's stupid as fuck.
Oh, do you really want to know his name?
Yes.
It's. If you're listening to me.
Yes, I am.
No. I'm talking actually the person.
Okay.
I hereby apologize for laughing, but come on, what the hell kind of name is this? It's called Zuby.
What?
Z-U-B-Y. So Zuby.
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 Rapper and Oxford graduate rapper Zuby stoked the
with
flames
the-
of a burning debate.
Is it Z or D?
It's a Z.
Z. Zuby.
Zuby.
What the hell?
It's right. Okay.
You know what that sounds like?
32-year-old. Zuby.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That sounds like he's in the movie Life of a Bee. And he's like the sidekick of the bee, Zuby. Oh, Zuby, come here. Let's collect honey or something.
Yeah, he won. Okay, 32-year-old claimed to have broke the woman's deadlift record of 238 kilograms. Yes, we talk about kilograms because we have fucking sense in our minds, without even trying. Okay, and then he shared on Twitter. I keep hearing about how biological men don't have any physical strength advantage over women in 2019. So watch me destroy the British woman's deadlift record without trying. P.S. I identify as a woman whilst lifting the weight. Don't be a bigot. He tweeted accompanied by a laughing face emoji. So he's even laughing at your old face, and you can't do anything. He even went there fully male with a beard just because, well, he only identified as a woman just for that challenge. So, I mean...
You know what the scariest part is? A guy named Zuby is actually a genius.
I know.
Because he clearly he thought to himself, well, let's see if I can pull this off. He did. He made an entire community look like a bunch of idiots.
I mean, because you see transgender people competing in just women and beating the shit out of them.
Yeah,
But that's okay. Because they identify as a woman and
But
they're
they are
transgender now.
they're-
But
no.
if they didn't,
But-
it would be violent.
they have still the physique of a man. How many times they change the face or anything, they still have the physique of a man, so they can clearly
But this time,
deadlift more weights.
he didn't do anything. He just showed up and said, I identify as a woman, I'm going to do this. They let him, he won, and I said, oh, guess what? I identify as a man again. Okay?
It's like
He didn't change a thing.
look, if you interview a transgender person that's competing on one of those competitions, she will be like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna deadlift this." When she arrives to deadlift that thing, she'll, "All right, come on, let's go, Beatrice."
I can even believe that she's going to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna win this for all the women in the world. And as soon as she walks in and starts yelling just to start that, you can even hear God of War soundtrack.
Look, you can watch the balls drop, okay?
You can.
And she has removed that. But yes,
But okay, can you imagine what it should be like
being a pilot.
No, but
Oh.
we'll come back to that in a bit.
Yeah, in the end, we'll talk. Well, being a pilot is very cool. You wear a hat and a suit and you fly planes, and oftenly you do not fail on the ground because you are a good pilot. She talks
Are you a fan of Superman?
No. I hate that cunt. Oh, I can't say cunt.
Sure. Anyway, can you imagine what this be like? You know, there's one thing I actually like from Superman, and by like I mean I kind of hate it. It's
What?
people always say the same thing. Oh, it's a bird. It's a plane. Okay.
Oh, yes.
What the hell?
Oh,
Everyone
really?
knows it's Superman. He's been at it for 32 years. Everyone knows it's fucking Superman, okay?
No, the
What
stupidest
hell?
part is how the fuck do you mistake a man with a plane or a bird? The size difference is pretty big.
And no man, okay. Oh, but he's way up there, bitch.
Bitch,
You
go
can-
check your eyes.
You can see clear, okay? So imagine this, okay? You're at your office, you're by the window, and suddenly you hear someone say, "It's a bird, it's a plane," and you turn around to say, "Oh, shut the fuck up, it's Superman." So you look around and say, "Oh shit, it is a plane," and
Oh yeah, back to the 9/11 subject. Okay, I guess. Oh, it's a bird, Come on, it's not. Oh, it's a plane. Oh, it's coming right here. Oh God, they are dead.
And the worst part is that there's actually a video, a very controversial video. The FBI trying to delete it because it was a disaster. Okay, it was one of the worst things that happened in New York. But the worst part is there were firemen, okay, from the New York City Fire Department, and they were helping everyone, but they were listening all to the same music. It's raining mad. It's mad. Okay, it's completely mad.
Is that true? Or are you making a joke? Are you making a joke? Because if that was true, I would be so fucking awful. Oh my God. What?
Do you even know why Iraq? Do you know?
Do you know why Iraq? Do you even Iraq, man?
No, but seriously, do you know why the Iraq can't play American football?
Can't play?
They can't. Because America doesn't allow it. Because they said, "Oh, we have a team," and they say, "Okay, so what's your team, yo? New York Jets."
Oh God. And Iraq would be like, "You said jets." They will be like, "Excuse me, do you have jets? And do they have fuel in them? And wings? And they can fly? Can we take a minute to get injured like this?" Look, 9/11 is a very funny subject and all that, but let's be honest.
It's getting old.
No, it's not that. There
But
have
it is.
been things that happen in New York more important than that.
Yes.
For example,
Oh,
in
the
the-
snowy storm.
no. That rat with the pizza.
Oh my God! Yes, Ratatouille.
What? No.
No, wait, that was in France.
There was a huge amount. Yes, because that thing really happened. Mouse that cooked.
We never know.
Well, France is strange.
Do you even know what the WTC stands for?
WTC?
Yeah. What? Trade Center.
Oh my God. The puns keep coming. Oh my God. What do you think was the last thing that went through the minds of the people and the terrorists that were on that plane? Because I bet you that one terrorist said to himself, "Did I put the stove off?"
No, there was actually a recording from the black box that showed exactly the last thing the pilot from the first jet actually spoke, and I believe it was something in the likes of, "What? Bitch, what? Hold my beer."
What?
And he, I guess someone challenged her or something.
What? What? Call me chicken? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, probably the fucking chicken. No, but it's actually very controversial these days because the Pentagon is actually having a little bit of problem because the Pentagon only has 4 sides right now. I guess they had a little bit of a problem with intersecting a plane.
That sorry, but that's stupid. Because talking about, if you want to talk about conspiracy theories,
Aliens. Okay, let's talk about aliens. You're right. You're right. Trump is an alien, but he's the best we've ever had. Alien, I mean.
fuck.
No, the best alien. It's the best.
Not an alien, man. He's not an alien.
I'm pretty sure he's an alien.
He's just a dumbass who happens to wear a suit.
Most of the times.
He's like a Russian puppet.
Oh yes, a Russian puppet.
No, he really is a Russian puppet. It's the worst president that America has ever seen. We do have a friend, and you will meet him one day. That's a Chinese guy that says that Obama is actually the worst president, and Trump is actually a good president. You can see why he's Chinese, because you know, he can't see very good,
Yeah.
and he sucks.
Or here, apparently.
He kind of sucks. Okay.
He sucks.
Because the facts that he showed us, that wasn't even facts, were brought by InfoWars. I think you all know what the hell that is. And yeah, it was fun to have a discussion.
Oh yeah, lovely. It was most amusing.
But you will meet him one day, because that guy has a life that you can make a TV series of comedy with the life he has. And I'm gonna tell you.
Or drama.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a taste of his past life. He once had a date with a girl,
Mm. Oh yes.
and the girl told him, "Oh, let's do something new and outrageous." And what did he do? He stuck a finger up his upper ass, man. What? After that, I could never shake his hand again, because I will always remember.
And you once asked me why I do that shit. No hand.
No, fuck off. I don't even.
No hand touching.
I just say hello. No contact.
No.
Every time you drinks from a cup,
Oh yes.
I wash the cup. Not because he drank from it, because he touched the cup. What are you doing?
I was trying to find the evidence of Obama, but
Obama existed. What the hell?
no,
What?
our Obama conversation, but I don't really know where it is.
I think he deleted it.
But
Because
was
he
it on
lost.
his or ours? Because I know Francisco Ramon. I know that Cisco Ramon from The Flash. Of
course.
answered as well. So
I don't know. I have to look it up.
maybe it was on yours.
I don't know.
Because why would Cisco
But yes,
talk about it?
this is gonna be a podcast about very shitty things.
Very shitty things.
Sometimes it will be funny. Sometimes it will not be funny. Sometimes it will offend people. Sometimes it will not offend people.
So what you have to think about is that we're basically just two friends having a conversation, like two friends would casually, like say, on a coffee
Having a laugh,
after.
smoking a drag.
Yes, sometimes, from time to time.
Jealousy.
No, but just imagine two friends going for a cup of coffee and just talking and talking
And talking.
and rambling and
Sometimes we will do characters. Sometimes we will not do characters. Sometimes we will cry because we forgot to buy cheese.
or carrots.
Yeah, right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Yes.
No, but just imagine, because being a conversation like this as friends over coffee, we might use some catchphrases or elements from videos, movies, TV shows, musics. We don't know. Everyone happens. You're with your friends. You start talking, and suddenly,
Somebody stop me!
we thought we were out, and they just pulled us back in. Okay.
So like that.
Just like that. I mean, our
Calm
favorite
down. Stop shouting.
You're hysterical. No, I'm gonna give you an
She has Renault.
Our favorite comedians are Ricky Gervais,
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. So,
Vinicius' mom. What?
oh, I asked Jane. Vinicius to Jane.
Oh, God.
Yes, but it's nothing really fancy, but we might just heard about it and see. I just saw something that a vegan reveals he ejaculated for his first time after months after eating salmon.
Oh, God.
But we're going to leave this.
Wait,
talk-
what? A vegan what? What? Wait.
No. We're going to leave this subject.
Too much information.
Too much information. We're going to leave this.
He ejaculated for the first time because he ate salmon?
Salmon. Yes.
So every vegan in the world has blue balls.
Well, I guess it's fair they don't eat meat. But anyway, we're gonna leave this conversation for an episode. Maybe we should do one about vegans.
Yeah, so this was our pilot episode. If you don't like us, please subscribe and put a like on it. If you do like us,
Comment below.
comment below and give a
us
like.
what he did.
What?
What it is.
He spoke Chinese, folks. Bilingual.
Bitch, I'm not speaking Chinese. I'm speaking Japanese. Hold it down.
Nani?
Godzilla.
What? We're not racist. Please don't murder us in our sleep. So yeah, stay tuned. Next episode is going to be a blast from the past. We're going to talk about Sir Elton John, Queen, your mom's diapers, and oh yes, James Bond.
You did ask me, before if I wanted to talk about conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Why don't we talk about one that we ourselves have? Now that you mentioned Queen.
Oh yes.
Folks,
Yes.
this is something that you need to know.
This is the scenario.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
Have you know Queen or Freddie Mercury? If not, please get out of the rock you're living in.
Yes.
Do you know a bloke by the name of Mark?
Martel.
If you don't,
He
research
was
that
born
guy.
November 16, 1976. Now, please notice, the 1976 was only 9 years prior to the one of the biggest concerts the world has ever seen.
Please, do
Live
know-
Aid.
Please do notice one thing. If you researched him and Freddie Mercury and you put the two faces alongside each other, or even hear the two singing, you will notice that not just that they look exactly the same, but they sound exactly
Pretty
the
much
same.
alike. Yeah.
And yes, some people can imitate the voice of Freddie,
But it doesn't need to.
It doesn't
It's
need
his
to.
regular voice.
yes, pretty much. So,
So imagine this: he was already 9 when his when Freddie
Freddie's father.
when Freddie acted on Live Aid. Now, you might say, yeah, but Freddie's gay. He is.
Aha!
But do not forget that he was engaged to a woman. And on an interview that he did, he actually said that, of course, I'd like to have kids if I find the right woman. Now, there is a picture.
Well, it's a GIF.
It's a GIF, so it should be a video.
Yes.
We probably can find it. Where Freddie is with a woman and a little baby, and he says, it's cute, but it's not mine. And then he smiles and winks at the camera. Now, some people just say, oh, he's just funny and great.
But we know the truth. That's Mark Martel and his mother.
I mean, what? Queen did go to Canada. And, of course, Dad, it's a bit weird. He was with a bit of drugs and all, so who really knows what happened? But one thing.
Even though they didn't
Yawn.
went to Canada, his mother could be a big fan of Queen, and he went to see them.
And one thing led to another.
And one thing like another, and he
She
fucking
was drunk. They were all drunk. She
Bada bing,
thought
bada
she was
boom.
with Roger.
yes. And bada bing,
the
bada
biggest of
boom.
them all. But think about it, because I don't know, there's way too many things. And what are the odds that the person that looks exactly like him and sounds pretty much alike just happens to be the lead singer on a band that tributes the Queen, that it's made and directed and produced by Roger Taylor himself.
Can you say bullshit?
I call it bullshit. He is his son, and we all know it. He just doesn't want to admit it.
So Mark Martel, if
you
you're
are
listening to this, and we know you're not, respond to our messages from Instagram that we sent you and confirm our theory, because come on, man, we
And if no one has ever told you the truth, please note that Roger and Brian already have enough messages as well.
Yes,
so
yeah.
either of them could answer you. And if people are asking, what the hell are these guys talking about? We just have to say that we sent Brian and Roger a few texts, just politely asking if they knew anything about it. And suddenly we received a message from FBI telling us to delete that and
okay.
to stop.
Calm down. Stop shouting. Okay,
I'm sorry.
look. The FBI part is false, okay? But the other part of us sending messages to Roger and all that, and Mark, yes, that's true. Okay, the FBI was this guy that made a page and... Okay.
What?
Yes, okay, so stop.
No.
That part is not true. But the other part is true.
Well,
So yeah. See ya. Goodbye.
wait. Are you sure you don't want to talk about pilots?
This is a pilot episode. It's not supposed to be this big.
Well, at least let's just say one thing, just for people to be okay. Pilots may spend long periods of time away from home to keep their loved ones close. They often keep photos of their family or spouses in the inside lining of their hat. That was all today's podcast. Goodbye. A little bit of trivia. Okay, fine. I'll tell you one more. Just one more. Just like the bus drivers, when two planes meet in the sky, pilots may flash the landing lights or wing inspection lights to say hello. Either
Really?
that, or they say hello too much and they're distracted and hit
That's
something.
true. How come they don't just stop beside each other and say hello?
Because then they will be like, hey, where are you off to? And it's the question you'd hear all the time if you stopped at the flight planning center at any time of the day. As you expect, pilots ask each other where they are flying to. So it would be a little weird, but they have intercom, so...
Yeah.
I mean, pilots can fly only one type of aircraft at a time.
Obviously, for obvious reasons.
Because before acquiring a license to command a different model, they must go through 8 to 12 weeks of training. The process includes ground school, pre-simulator mock-up flights, and simulator training, which is why I believe that whoever did 9/11 was with less weeks of training. They didn't
God,
do-
they were terrorists.
You dumbass. That's what it will say.
Yes, okay. So,
It says here that captain is allowed to arrest people, write fines, and even take the wheel of a dying passenger. Now,
What?
Yes. Can you imagine? What? Hold my beer. What are you doing? I'm gonna hit that tower. Okay, hold on. People, I'm gonna need you all to take your wheels.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, I'll not take the wheel.
Nope. Don't put me in this situation.
Well, folks, this was today's show. I hope you like it. If you don't, well, to be honest, you can...
Fuck off!
Fuck off. Just fuck off. And auf Wiedersehen.